Welcome to today's practice. My name is Lena. I'm welcoming you here from the roofs of Rishikesh, and I've prepared a strengthening yoga flow that is especially targeting your legs, your lower body, because it's going to work on our Muladhara chakra, which is our root chakra. And the root chakra is very much responsible for our survival instinct. So every time we don't feel really safe and we are really ungrounded, scared, insecure, then our root chakra is out of balance. And it can be either vibrating on a lower frequency or on a higher frequency. So when it's vibrating lower, then it's usually that we are overeating, that we're hoarding things, that we are like really trying to protect our safety by accumulating possessions, versus when we are vibrating too high, then the Muladhara, in the Muladhara, then it's usually that we're becoming underweight, that we're like losing touch with our physical body. And when we are grounded in our Muladhara chakra, we have very strong connection to ourselves, to our surroundings, to other beings. We feel safe, we feel connected to our family, to our roots. And today's flow is therefore going to really target the legs. So one more thing that I found very interesting is that Muladhara is actually developed in before childbirth, so in the belly of the mom, and the first year after a baby is born. So by grounding and also walking barefoot, maybe after class you can explore walking barefoot for a bit to really connect to the earth and spend some time in nature. It's my recommendation. For today's practice, we need a yoga block if you have one. We need a bottle, like a quite stable one would be nice, or if you have at home like a ball, can be a tennis ball, shouldn't be too big, but like this size or like smaller is perfect. And yeah, let's get started. Please find a comfortable position coming into Sukhasana for the beginning of our practice. Elongating your spine with the next breath in. And on the breath out, gently lowering your gaze or closing your eyes when you feel comfortable. Drawing your attention inward. Focusing on your breathing, on every inhale, your spine extends, your crown lifts, and on every exhale you're grounding down, letting gravity pull you deeper into the surface beneath you. Feel the extension with every inhalation, growing tall. And on the exhale, you're letting go of the pressure, of the tension in your body. Relaxing the shoulders down, the forehead softens, your jaw loosens. On the next breath in, slowly bring your hands towards each other in front of your heart center. Connecting here once more to yourself. How are you feeling right now in your body? What is present? Is there any tension? Any sensations you're feeling? Maybe heat? Maybe tingling? Maybe numbness, whatever it is, just be present with that sensations. Just observing your thoughts for a moment, bringing your awareness to what's present in your mind in this moment. Taking one more deep breath in here. Exhaling out of the mouth or the nose. And then I would like to invite you to set an intention. Can be by asking yourself, how would I like to feel today? Maybe it is a quality of the root chakra that you would like to embody throughout the practice and for today as well. Being safe, grounded, connected to yourself and others. Or maybe it is something entirely different. Just choose and then take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out with a sigh of release. So more like this, inhaling deeply through the nose. Exhaling completely through the mouth. Last one like this, inhale. Exhale. And then slowly start rubbing your palms. And then bring your warm hands on your legs, on top of your thighs, connecting to your sense of grounding and safety, to your Muladhara chakra by touching gently our thighs. Muladhara is located on the base of the spine, but it kind of shines outward and especially downwards to our bum, to our legs, our knees, our lower legs, our shin bones, our calves, our feet. And if you like, you can also start gently touching your feet. If you feel comfortable, massaging them for a bit. And especially by giving some attention and love to our feet, we are really nurturing our Muladhara chakra. Each chakra is connected to a color, and the color of Muladhara is dark red. And then just change maybe the foot again, placing the other foot in front and also starting short massage here on the sole of your foot. Maybe it has been in shoes all day, or maybe it will be, so just bringing some love and attention. Also your ankle, in Ayurveda, in the ankle there's marma points, which can be stimulated here by pressing on the back of the ankle. Wonderful. Let's take one more deep breath here. Exhaling out and slowly starting to bring some more movement in. We're directly going to stand up, removing your block to the side and taking your bottle or your ball next to you, placing it on the floor. We're going to start standing here, hip width apart, the feet, and just grounding down through all four corners of your foot. And on the next breath in, slowly start lifting your toes up and start spreading them very wide. Like you would spread your fingers, but with the toes we don't often do so. And let's start putting the first two, the pinky toe down, and the second, the third toe, the fourth toe, very slowly also then the big toe. Really feeling the surface beneath you, its temperature and its texture. Maybe a little rock from side to side, starting to energize our foot by shifting the weight evenly forward and back. And from here, start to bring one foot on top of your ball or your bottle. And also here, we are going to shift the weight forward, backward. Maybe there are some very juicy knots that you want to explore where there's maybe some more tension. It can be very nice to release. And let's shift to the other foot. While you place the foot down, notice how that foot might feel different now. Maybe there's more tension, maybe there's less tension. Again, giving your feet that are holding you up, that are doing so much for you every day. Give them back some love. And from here, slowly release. Bring the bottle or the ball to the side and step your way up to the front of your mat. On the next breath in, start lifting your heels off the ground, coming onto your toes, starting to strengthen our legs. You can gaze on one point, find your drishti, your focus point for the eyes. That helps with the balance. On the next breath in, start lifting your arms up overhead, growing taller from the feet up to the fingertips, one long line of energy. Feel that connection to the ground, that stability even though you're on your toes. On the exhale, draw the hands in front of your heart. You can also lower your heels or stay lifted. One more like this. Inhale, raise your arms up. Breathe in, long spine, long body. Exhaling, bring the hands in front of your heart center. Last time like this. Inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to release the heels down and dive forward with a very long spine. Knees can be bent. Coming into Uttanasana, forward fold. And here in Uttanasana again, start shifting your weight into your toes, into the ball of your foot, and then bring your hands gently on the back side of your leg. And start gently massaging, stroking the back side of your leg. This is a great way to start signaling our body that it's time to open up, that it is safe to open up even. The muscles here can be very tight, especially when you just woke up. And then slowly release the hands down. Inhale, lift up halfway, long spine, gaze forward. Exhale, lower down, step the right leg back, lower the right knee to the ground, untuck the toes. Inhale, lift up, and then also bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, start to release the hips back down. Opening up the hip flexor, the psoas muscle. Quite intense stretch for our hips that are often super tight through all the sitting. Pull the left hip slightly back, right hip slightly forward. One more deep breath here. Exhale, lower the hands down, fingers are spread super wide. And then tuck the right toe, step back, downward facing dog. In your downward dog, you're invited to pedal out your legs, bringing one heel down, then the other, and try to really lengthen through your spine, lifting your hips up as high as possible. It's not important that the heels come down, but that the spine is very extended. And what really helps here is to press through all fingers, to press through the ball of the hand, and especially the thumb, ground it down. Also release the tension in your neck here. With the next inhalation, gently lift your heels and come forward into a plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest and chin down to the ground. Draw your elbows in, inhale. Coming forward into a cobra pose, elbows draw back, shoulders release and down. Exhale, tuck toes, shift your weight back, downward facing dog. Inhale, slowly step the right leg forward, lower the left knee down to the ground, untuck the toes and inhale, raise your arms up. Let your hip become heavy, noticing sensations that can be super intense here. And just being aware, maybe you want to also come up and down a bit, these tiny movements, intuitively shifting the hips really helps to ease the body into the pose. Breathing in, straightening the arms up even more, lengthening the spine. Exhaling, lowering the hands down, stepping forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, raise up halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come up, straight spine. Exhale, release hands. Close your eyes for a moment and just for one breath, focus again on the intention of today's practice. Focusing on your Muladhara chakra on the base of the spine. Gently on the next breath in, bending your knees, coming into Utkatasana, chair pose. So your tailbone is tucked under, your arms can be long overhead if that feels comfortable, or bring them in front of heart center. Knees are bent deeply, but you should still be able to see your toes, and you can shift the weight slightly back into your heels. Great. From here, start lifting your right heel off the ground. And you're welcome to stay here. Or you want to play a bit with balance, so lift up your right foot. Maybe you want to tuck your heel towards your hips. Or you just want to extend your leg. Just play a bit here with this lifted leg. And then just lower the right foot back down and we shift directly to the other side. Lift up the left heel. And from here again, play with lifting the entire foot, maybe bringing it towards your thigh or extending the leg. And also releasing that leg back down. Coming back to Utkatasana, chair pose, extending the arms. Exhaling, releasing the hands to the ground. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, coming into plank. And then just stay here, activating your core, strong legs. Heels are pressing back. Fingers are super widely spread. Tucking your tailbone under slightly. And then release on the next exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Inhale, come into cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. On the next breath in, lift your right leg up, coming into three-legged dog. Exhale, draw the knee to the chest. One more like this. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. And then really ground down through your feet. Feel some roots coming out of your feet when you lift up, coming into a high lunge. And from here, lowering your left foot to the ground, so your left foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. We're coming into warrior 2, extending the arms, checking the alignment for a second. The knee is facing towards the right corner of the mat. Arms are really extended and long. Gaze is over your front right middle finger and your hips. Try to sink them deeply. Inhale, turn the right palm around facing the sky and slowly start pulling your arm forward. On the exhale, we're coming to reverse warrior. Extending right arm overhead, left hand on the thigh, opening the chest towards the ceiling. Try to feel the connection here to the ground. Knees again bent. And from here, first coming back to warrior 2, and then lowering your right elbow or your right hand on the inside of the right foot to the ground, extending the left arm up. See where you feel more comfortable. You can also use the block here. Left arm extends overhead and you build a long line of energy from your left foot to your left fingertips. The left leg is very active. Pull your knee up. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, coming up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more like this. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, reverse warrior. And stay here for a moment, letting your legs really work. Chest extends. Your fingertips pull you up. Inhale, warrior 2. And exhale. One more time, extended side angle. And here you're also welcome to find your bind if you have it in your practice. Try to really pull the left arm overhead or really pull it up. Really active legs here. And then slowly release. First come up, warrior 2. And exhale, lower the hands back down. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga down to the ground. Inhale, lift up halfway or to your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we're going to shift slowly to the other side. And let's first take a few moments here in down dog to find our breath. Find the connection once more to the ground. If you feel like finding a child's pose, then you're welcome to just bring your knees to the ground, release your forehead down. With every inhalation, you lift your hips higher. With every exhalation, try to ground down through the feet, through the fingertips and the hands. Releasing your neck, your head. And on the next breath in, slowly, if you were in child's pose, come back up. Inhale, start lifting your left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull your left knee towards your chest, round the spine. Inhale, left knee, left leg lift. Exhale, step the left foot between your hands, ground down through both feet. Slowly start coming up, first into high lunge, and from here we open up, warrior two, open hips, open pelvis, right leg is parallel back side of the mat, left knee bends deeply. You should still see your front big toe, so the knee faces the left corner of the mat. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, lift your left palm up, pull yourself forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Left arm extends overhead. Right hand can be on your thigh, up or down, whatever feels best to your body right now. Inhale, come up, warrior two. And exhale, find your extended side angle. Same version as on the other side. Can also use the block here. Really open through your armpit. Maybe you feel a nice stretch there. Your right leg is super active and engaged, pressing your outer corner of the foot into the ground. Inhale, come up, warrior two. And exhale, reverse warrior. Also here you're welcome to find the bind. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle, straightening the right arm overhead. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Exhale, and stay here. Find grounding through the feet, stability and openness. Open up, warrior two. And from here again, find your extended side angle. Pressing the right outer foot into the mat. Feel the extension from your right foot to your right fingertips. Inhale, slowly come back up, warrior two. Exhale, lower the hands down. Lift the right heel up, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming forward into plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin down, or come through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the next breath in, again, lift your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your right foot between your hands. Come up slowly, finding your way directly into warrior two. And from here, shifting your right toes facing the left corner of your mat and your left toes facing the back corner, so your feet are diagonally open. From here, bring your hands on your hips. Inhale, lengthen through your spine, round down through your feet. Exhale, start bending your knees. Inhale, raise your arms up, extending your legs. Exhale, release the arms down alongside body while bending your knees. Inhale, straighten up everything, become tall. Exhale, ground down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, ground. Inhale, lift. Exhale, stay here. We're going to add some intuitive movement. So if you feel comfortable, you can just start. Maybe you want to open up to one side, stretching your ribs open. Maybe you just want to play with your arms. Or maybe you want to bring your hands on your body, connecting again to the Muladhara chakra. staying connected to the breath. Inhaling deeply, exhaling completely. One more breath here, maybe sink the hips a bit deeper. And on the next breath in, slowly start straightening the legs. From here, start walking your feet in. So they're still kind of open hip or more than hip width distance. Toes are still diagonally open. And from here, we're going to come towards Yogi Squat Malasana, which is the best pose for grounding our Muladhara root chakra. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, start bending your knees, drawing your hands down towards your chest. And you're again welcome to use the block here. Maybe you want to place it underneath your hips. It's also fine if you're here on your toes. And then just breathe here for a moment. I have one more I have one more thing for you. I have one more exercise for strengthening our legs, our thighs. So if you're still up for it, then let's come up halfway. So we're like sitting on a chair again. You can straighten the arms forward, keeping your spine long. And exhale, lowering down. Hands in front of your heart. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. Two more like this. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. Last time, inhale, come up. And then just pulse here for a moment. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, lowering down, coming to Malasana. Bring your hands in front of your heart center. Maybe you also want to move a bit in your Malasana, opening up one side. Shifting the weight, opening up the hips. And then just gently making your way down onto the mat. Straightening the legs out so you have some space behind you to lay down. Bring the hands behind your thighs, straighten your spine. And on the next exhale, start lowering down towards the mat. From here, walk your feet in so they're about one hand away from your hips. Ground down through the back side of your body. Slightly tuck your chin under so your neck becomes very long. Activate your arms, your fingertips into the mat. We're going for Setu Bandhasana, which is bridge pose. So when you're ready, you can, with the next breath in, start lifting your hips up. Coming up vertebra by vertebra from the ground. Hips are lifting as high as your body allows. And on the breath out, start lowering your hips back down gently. Inhale, slowly come back up. Your thighs are parallel towards each other. Try to not let them fall out or in. On the breath out, you can start lowering your hips back down. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, lower down. Two more like this. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower back down. The last time like this. Inhale, come up. And from here, you're welcome to come into a bind. If you want to lift your hips even higher, that's really nice. You can walk your shoulders towards each other. and interlace your palms. Or if it's in your practice, you can also find a wheel pose, placing your hands underneath your shoulder blades, fingers facing towards you, and then first lifting on top of your head, and slowly starting to straighten your arms. Holding here for a few deep breaths. And when you're ready to come out of the pose, you can, when you're in wheel, start bringing your chin towards your chest, slowly descending. And when you're in the Setu Bandhasana with a bind, you can release your arms towards the side again. And just slowly, slowly lowering your hips back down. From here, start hugging your chins towards your chest. Very gently rocking from side to side. And if anything feels good right now, if you want to come into a heavy baby pose or a side, like a little twist, maybe that feels good for your body right now, then you're more than welcome to go there now. Otherwise, if you're feeling called and just coming into your relaxation, your shavasana, extending your legs out, letting your toes fall out to the side, your palms away from the body, facing towards the ceiling. Just a moment of surrendering, finally integrating all the work we've done, all the strengthening of our legs. Slowly start deepening your breathing. Inhaling, feeling how the belly is rising. Exhaling, letting the belly softly melt down. Bring some small movements back into your fingers and your toes. Maybe rolling out the wrists and the ankles. And on your next breath in, if you want, start raising your arms overhead and create length in your body. Maybe there's a yawn or something else wants to be expressed here. Whenever you're ready, you can slowly make your way onto your favorite side. Resting here, creating a small pillow with your arm. Taking a moment here to find 3 things that you're grateful for in your life. Can be something very small, like taking the time to practice yoga today, or maybe it is something big in your life, like a person that you really love. And then slowly start making your way up to a seated position once more. Sitting in Sukhasana, lengthening your spine again, letting the shoulders drop down and relax. Let's inhale and raise the arms up overhead. Stretch yourself long. Exhaling, drawing the hands in front of your heart center. Taking a moment to thank yourself for practicing. Thanking all the masters, the yogis who came before us, bringing this ancient practice to our modern lives to bring peace and clarity, to connect us to our own wisdom, to our strength, and to open up our bodies and our hearts. Bow down your forehead towards your fingertip in gratitude. And then slowly start warming your palms once more, creating some heat. And bringing your warm hands wherever feels good right now. Maybe it is your heart center, maybe your closed eyes, maybe your stomach. And just feel into that gentle care that you provide for yourself. That loving attention, that warmth. And with that connection to yourself, start slowly coming back, opening up the eyes. Thank you all for practicing with me this morning, and I hope you enjoyed. You feel a great peace and also a good connection to your groundedness, your roots, your root chakra. And one intention for you is to intentionally walk barefoot today and connect with the earth, maybe with nature, if you have the chance, or do it the next days and see how you feel after. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.